What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we're talking about the brand new update coming very soon to Raven 2. We're also going over a little tip for the end of the Halloween event. We got a lot of new stuff coming in Raven 2. We got a new class we're going to talk about. So much new content. Like and sub for more amazing gaming. All right, let's go over the Halloween update. It is ending. How did you do? I'm going to go over how I did. Halloween event for me. Fantastic. So what we were able to do, let's head over to the crafting so I can just kind of show you in the event area. We were able to craft the Trixie's gift selection chest. So we were able to obtain 20,000 pumpkin candy ingredients. We also got the cape as well, but that's not it. Remember, I said this was like the best one. This is one you should get. Out of the selection chest, the item that I decided to choose was the heroic Stella summon scroll. It helped me get to the next area, so I'm able to get a 5 right here. So I unlocked this additional slot. We were not only able to get the additional one, so there was the regular doll, and then you have to like spend 1,000 candy ingredients to try and roll with a 30% chance to get the upgraded Trixie doll. Second try, we hit it at a 30% rate, and that's not all. We then went ahead and we were able to get the heroic one as well. The heroic one did take us a couple of tries. I think 1, 2, 3, it was probably like on our 6th or 7th. We're getting an extra XP bonus of 30% with also some additional MP recovery and damage to normal monsters. So yeah, this is helping out as well. We are still trying to reach level 59, so we are ready for anything campaign quest. We are 67% of the way there, so we are getting not too bad. We're getting somewhat close. But what I just want to mention, 2 things with this event. The items are going away. So you're not going to have the doll. You're not going to have the candy cane thingies. So if you have a bunch of these ingredients left and you don't know what to craft, I would suggest, if you're not going to be able to use the pumpkin candies, I would use these. And then just make sure you use these, though, before the event's over. Otherwise, these get taken away. But the superior holy water, you could craft a bunch of these and these won't go away. These are going to last past the event. And the other thing to just mention is that typically for the dungeon areas for your XP, I always say to like wait until the end of the week because you might be stronger. But this is the rare occasion where you actually don't want to wait till the end of the week. If you have that doll that's giving you an extra 30% XP, you actually want to do your XP dungeon before the doll goes away on Tuesday. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now. I'm just focusing strictly on my XP dungeon because we just had Sunday reset. So we got a full 7 hours. I also have a bunch of these as well. So I'm going to go hard for the next like day and a half, 2 days before the event's over and I lose the doll. All right, now let's go over this update that's going on. I'm going to have the website thingy in the corner. You can see, I don't want to make it like super big because I still want to have my guy grinding in the background so you can see, and I can also keep an eye on him. So we have appreciation rewards, which is going to be coming up on Tuesday, November 11th. So Tuesday seems to be our typical weekly update. We got a bunch of really awesome things we're going to be getting. We're going to get some scrolls, some summon scrolls, some recharge time for some dungeons, coin of devotion strings, some spec C coins, some good stuff right there. Not too bad. We are also going to get a favor of growth buff with the 11/11 update. So we're going to get an extra 20% XP reward bonus. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to play. It just says all worlds and servers. So I imagine this doesn't apply in the XP dungeons because the XP dungeons aren't in these worlds that are, XP dungeon isn't in a world. So that is important to just keep that a note. We're also going to have a guild growth support mission, which is going to give us additional coins of glory. If you missed the last video, we went over all of the different coins, what they do, how to acquire them, the best items to buy with the coins. So go ahead, check that video out. But we are going to get a bunch of coin of glories. So this will definitely help us buy some stuff in the shop with that, specifically some skills, some materials, some crafting materials for crafting skill enhancements. So complete all 100 special missions to receive a rare skill enhancement stone. Going down a little bit further, we got our upcoming road map. So November 18th, happy B-Day, Little Petey. We gotta get the gunslinger. So, hey, that might be my birthday gift. My birthday gift to myself. Maybe we'll get the new gunslinger. We'll switch classes. We'll see. Then in early December, we have a new place to battle. Now, this is going to be a little bit scary. We are going to get server transfers in early December. So you are basically going to have the ability to jump to a different server. And I think it even says that you can transport your entire guild to a new server. So that's going to be really, really interesting. A whale guild in another server, and they may come invade your server. It's going to, all hell is going to break loose. Let me just say, this is going to either be really good or it's going to be really, really bad. And then in mid-December, we're getting our large scale guild content, which is going to be the Ancient Fortress. This I am really, really looking forward to. If you are in a competitive guild, you're really going to have a lot of fun with this. So I am super excited for this. Maybe we'll do some dedicated videos on this, get some really good content for this. And then we get a little brief message about the gunslinger. So this is important because I really want to highlight this part that they mentioned at the bottom. This is going to be the global world's first new class, which is the gunslinger. It is a third range class which wields revolvers and shotguns. Along with this, though, we're also going to get a class change event, which means it's going to allow you to switch to another class while maintaining your existing progression using gold. This is important. So they're saying you're not actually going to have to pay for the class change. It's just going to be like spend gold for the class change, which I think is quite interesting. I find it hard to believe that they're not going to somehow put a paywall on the gunslinger. I mean, if you can just go ahead and spend gold and instantly switch to the new gunslinger class without having to spend any real money, that's going to be really awesome. I'm a little bit hesitant about that. Also, how much gold, they don't say. Could be like 100 million gold, 500 million gold. We have no idea how much gold it is going to be. And then it says at the bottom right here, we have in early December, we get our transfer, server transfer, and it says you can move individually or as a guild to one of the 12 in your region. So this is going to be crazy, crazy. And then the guild content with that large scale ancient fortress, we're going to have a new boss, Parnak, whatever, however you say it. But whoever, the guild that delivers the final blow gets the victory and will receive a large amount of crystals, which is crazy. The really awesome way to get a bunch of crystals and exclusive equipment. Yeah, this game is looking like we got some crazy updates coming. Lots of exciting things to look forward to. I'm excited. I've been enjoying this game. It brings me back to the good old days of when I was playing A3 Still Alive and I was, man, having fun and I was making tons of videos on that game. It really gives me those A3 Still Alive vibes of when I was really just like into the MMO and I was having fun. So man, shout out to the developers because this game has been awesome, at least for my experience. I've been enjoying it a ton and it has been a lot of fun to make videos on this game. Stay happy, stay safe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.